In late January of 306, the Augustus of the western part of the Roman Empire, Constantius Chlorus, returned to Eboracum, the capital of the province of Britannia Inferior. He returned from a successful punitive expedition north of Hadrian's Wall against the Picts. He had planned to winter in Eboracum and resume campaigning in the spring. But back in Eboracum, he slowly took ill, but it rapidly became obvious it was going to be a fatal illness. Constantius Chlorus, the Augustus, died on the 25th of July, 306. At his deathbed was his son, who had accompanied him on the campaign against the Picts, and upon Constantius Chlorus's death, his son was acclaimed by Chlorus's troops as the new Augustus of the western part of the Roman Empire. Constantius Chlorus's son was Flavius Valerius Aurelius Constantinus, whom we know as Constantine I the Great. But this acclamation of Constantine as the new Augustus of the West plunged the Roman Empire into a series of intermittent civil wars that would last 18 years. Constantine is one of the most enigmatic characters of Roman history. He has been held culpable for the fall of the Roman Empire, and he has been praised for saving the Roman Empire. He has been maligned as an egomaniacal, debauched tyrant, and he has been lauded as a benevolent, abstemious monarch. He is portrayed as a murderous despot, but he is venerated as a saint in the Eastern Christian religions. In fact, he is considered is apostolos, that is, the equal of the apostles. This modern dichotomy actually reflects a dichotomy in the ancient sources. Ancient Christian sources were favorable to Constantine. Ancient pagan sources were contemptuous of Constantine. This was a dichotomy that was carried through the Enlightenment. Edward Gibbon desperately tried to hide his Enlightenment prejudice against Christianity, especially Roman Catholicism, in attempting to present a balanced appraisal of Constantine. Jakob Burckhardt was slightly less successful in hiding his contempt for Constantine. The task we have before us is a formidable one. We have to sift through hostile and eulogiac ancient sources, trying to find the man beneath all the Christian and pagan hype. Ancient sources that are so antithetical that oftentimes it's difficult to believe that they're describing the same man. We sought to undertake a simple chronology of Constantine's life. In this lecture, I would like to undertake a closer examination of several topics regarding Constantine's role in what some call the unraveling of the Roman Empire and others call the survival of the Roman Empire. Specifically this: from hindsight, we know that less than 200 years after Constantine's death, the Roman Empire ceased to exist, at least in the western provinces. Many of Constantine's contemporaries saw and decried the events that were leading to this demise of the empire and blamed Constantine for this demise, as do some modern historians. Others of Constantine's contemporaries hailed Constantine's efforts to save the empire from dissolution, as do some modern historians who claim that his efforts actually prolonged the life of the Roman Empire. As you might expect, the truth probably lies somewhere between these two assessments. Two issues which traditionally dominate the discussion of Constantine and Christianity. The first is a question of Constantine's sincerity. Was his a sincere embrace of Christianity or just a shrewd political move? The second, did Constantine's embrace of Christianity hurt or help the Roman Empire?